stamps, but wedding cards. Our first speaker for today is Rejith. Before I call upon Rejith, let me call upon his evaluator, Divya, to read out his project objectives.
Good evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests. Mr. Rejith is doing his first speech, the icebreaker. The objectives of the speech is to begin speaking before an audience and to discover speaking skills you already have and that need some attention. His timer, please note, his time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best. I'm sorry, 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Rejith.
Toastmaster Rejith.
When I was coming out of my flat today, I was telling to my roomie that, today I'm going to give my first speech in Toastmasters. It's called as the icebreaker speech. When he heard that the word icebreaker, he very casually made a comment, saying that, Rajit, the best way to break an ice is to pour some whiskey on it. That sounded funny. Anyway, I'll try to make as exciting as possible. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guest. Fine evening to all of you. Fine evening to all of you.
Good evening.
When a person stand here and say that my name is Rajith, then there is a meaning attached to it. Rajith is an extension of the word rejith, which is my brother's name. Ren means God. Jith means victory. Rejith as one who is victorious, one who is successful. I would like to consider myself as a successful person. Had I told you this 2 days back, it would have been the biggest irony. That you will understand towards the end of my speech. I grew up in a very small town in Kerala, it's called Kollam, which is famous for coir manufacturing as well as cashew processing. And I belong to a very nuclear family, which consists of my father, who is a retired supervisor, and my sweet mom, who is a housewife, and one elder brother who is married to Divya, who is a nurse by profession. As a kid, my father always used to say, if you want to be successful, if you want to get noticed, then you need to study hard, learn hard, and become a better student. But I was quite an ordinary student at school who always wanted to take the road which was less glamorous. Let me point you with an example. When I was a kid, my father used to smoke, and since I was not about to get a cigarette then, I used to roll the newspaper once and lit on the other side. And once my mom saw this, and I was beaten up badly. I was crushed and leveled. Very painfully, I realized that the meaning of that caption, cigarette smoking is really injurious to you. That was the first time and last time I drank, and then I didn't dare to touch that small stick after that. And the other one is, I always aspired to become a pilot. It was not a kiddish thought at all. I was very serious on that, but I attended many of the workshops. But when I learned that my parents won't be able to support me financially, then I gave up my idea and went into the normal mode of joining the engineering colleges. Luckily, go through one of the finest engineering colleges in Kerala, College of Engineering in Toronto, engineering college, 4 years, complete fun, no studies, and if you're a hostler, then I don't have to explain. Then I did my biggest mistake in life, getting myself enrolled for CAT. Thinking of that, I am that, which literally ended up in joining a B+ category institute. It's called as ITIN Business School. But things got leveled to a certain extent when I got a placement in TVS Electronics. I can very proudly say that I started my career in TVSC, and at the same time, I can very boldly say that I was the only one who got selected in TVS Electronics from my batch in 2007. Please don't think that I'm boasting off. At the same time, please don't think that I was the only one who was left out. Since then, the journey has been tremendous. I got the opportunity to work in different locations, different metros, right from Bangalore, then to Mumbai, coming back to Bangalore, and then in Chennai, handling various profiles from product management to SM management to account management. And lastly, in head office, doing product management. Product management is a licensing role to different functions of an organization, right from R&D to marketing to sales, manufacturing, etc., which is more of a back office kind of role, which was not exciting either. I was completely fed up with that. And last week I took that dream decision. I decided to quit. Yes, friends, I put up my paper without having an offer in my hand. To some of you, it might sound ridiculous, but can I ask you one question? How many of you sitting in this hall can dare to take such a decision? But I was not a daring guy. I took that decision because of some other thing, which I will explain it later because of time constraints. But life is not that easy after that. Thank God, now I am sitting with two offers. I don't know where life is going to take me from here, but so far, so good. I always believe in the same, well begun is half done. I think I started off well, both in terms of my career as well as in Toastmasters. And at the same time, I'm very much confident that there are many more opportunities waiting for not only me, for all of us. So, all the best to all of you. Here ends my small story here. And before I move on, let me take the role of a listener and ask you a very simple question. How do you speak my name?
Rejith.
Come again, please.
Rejith.